Welcome back to Elevation Perspective. My name is Mark, joined today with Frank Tropiano and Anthony the Heel Romano. Today we're talking about the Evolution card this Sunday, the WWE Premium Live event. First off here, kind of random, right? We did this the first time 5 years ago, and it kind of felt like at the time maybe this would be an annual event, and now we're just picking up Evolution 2 in 2025.
Yeah, it's like they say, evolution is a mystery,
That's pretty good.
That was
And
good.
it's
That was
thank
good.
you, appreciate it. And it's a mystery on why they chose to do it now, but it's cool.
Yeah, I also feel like the build for this has been absolutely horrendous. So,
It's
I
being
mean,
pretty thrown together.
we'll see as we get into the matches here. But it just, to be honest with you, I keep forgetting that it is happening this weekend. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
All right, so I'll start with Frank then, looking at this card. Our first match here listed Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Frank, who do you got and why?
This one's actually really, really tough because you would think Jade would want to win, or they would want Jade to win, especially because she's about to go and face the winner of Tiffany and Trish. But it feels like Naomi could also use a win as the person holding that briefcase. I think ultimately Jade's going to get one over here. And then Naomi is eventually going to cash in on Jade. We're going far down the line here. I have Jade winning at SummerSlam, but things can obviously change before that. So I think that's how they'll have Naomi get the match back. But I don't know. This one's actually really tough, but I will take Jade.
I mean, I'm kind of going ahead here, but what if Naomi cashes in on this show
Hmm.
and Naomi faces Jade for the title at SummerSlam? That would be interesting. And I also feel like I don't know. They're probably just going to have Tiffany win. We'll get to that later, but it all revolves around the briefcase here. Also, is there a chance we see Bianca here? I kind of just thought of this, but like she's not involved with this show, is she?
She's
As of
not.
right now, no.
She was sidelined with an injury, but I don't know how severe the injury was going to be. So I know
Yeah,
that's why she
I
hasn't been.
don't know. I don't actually know if she's like available or if she's healthy or whatever, but that could also be a wrinkle here because otherwise it's tough. I don't see Jade losing, especially with a potential championship push coming for her. We'll see what happens with that, but yeah, I would expect Jade to win.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you guys. Maybe a no finish, something weird. Maybe Bianca does come out, but Jade Cargill has the momentum now. She just won the Queen of the Ring. She has this match lined up at SummerSlam. We're not there yet, but I would not be surprised at all if Jade beat Tiffany at SummerSlam. Then Naomi cashed in that same night and took the belt off of her to continue their feud they have going on here. But we will all take Jade Cargill to beat Naomi in this match. Our next match here, the Women's Battle Royal. This one is to get a shot in Paris for the women's title. That's how they're promoting this one. Kind of random. They threw Nikki Bella in this one. She was initially supposed to have that storyline with Liv Morgan, then she got hurt. So right now we have Nia Jax, Stephanie Vaquer, Nikki Bella, Ivy Nile, Natalia, Maxine Dupree, and then more to be announced. So I would think that we need like 15 more people probably announced. Maybe they throw in some legends because it's like an evolution all girls pay-per-view. I'm
Right,
not sure how they're going to
right.
do this, but Heel, you go first here. What are you thinking?
This is probably where if we do see like an AJ Lee, I guess it would probably be here. WWE did just drop on their YouTube page some playlist of like all of AJ Lee's greatest hits. So maybe they're just teasing people. Maybe it's something. I don't know. But she could be a name to look out for here. If I had to pick of those names that we know already, I'll go with Stephanie Vaquer. I think giving her a title match coming up in the future would be cool. What that you said that's in France. It's going to be
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, give me Stephanie for
Is
that one.
that Clash in Paris, Frank? Is that what they're calling
Yeah.
it? Frank, who do you have in this women's battle royal?
This one's tough. First of all, I love that this field is like being stacked with at least a few names where it's like, okay, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, like Heel said, Stephanie Vaquer. Like there are people in this match where we're like, okay, we are not just gonna pick the winner off of one person, and it also is for a women's championship match. So this like should be a fun, good battle royal. You know what I mean? Like this isn't one of those we're gonna throw this together because we don't have anything for these girls to do. Some of them will be thrown in because they don't have things to do, but like the names at the top of this are good. So that always makes you feel good about like a battle royal like this going into it. I of those names would take Nikki Bella. Another name I would say to watch for, Paige got released from her I'm sorry, Saraya got released from her AEW contract, formerly Paige in WWE. So I think that there's probably could be some steam to that for sure as well. She was on one of those the first match that they put up on their YouTube was actually Paige versus AJ Lee. So I don't know. That could be the swerve. They could have you be focusing on AJ to bring back Paige.
I did listen to Paige on Chris Van Vliet this morning. Actually, she did an interview, and she made it clear she's a free agent. She said, and we don't know how much this is actually truthful. She said this next year or so, she doesn't really plan on wrestling. She wants to kind of take a step back, but she also made it very clear that she could be at Evolution if she so chose. So definitely a good one there. AJ Lee, like you said, heel. I think if not now, then probably never. Like this feels like the spot you're gonna
It's
bring.
been what, 10 years?
Yeah, and it's an all-girls pay-per-view. She's very into the positive female movement, so I think it makes a lot of sense that they'd pull her out for this. I feel like they always have like Mickey James in the back pocket. She might just show up for this. They'll probably
Michelle McCool,
yeah,
any of
yeah.
these, Kelly
We-
Kelly.
all the girls that pull out for the Rumble, we know who they're going to here. But I agree with you, Frank. I'm gonna take Nikki Bella in this match. It was kind of reported that she was gonna stick around for a little bit here, so I feel like it won't just be this one-off battle royal loss and then go back to doing whatever she does with Brie with the podcast. So I think Nikki will win this match. She'll get a title match and most likely lose to whoever she chooses to face.
It feels awkward with Nikki because it was so clear that it was supposed to be something with Liv Morgan, and then Liv Morgan got shelved. So it was like they were forced to change the plan. But giving Nikki Bella a title shot is not a bad idea. And that's, yeah.
And when you say something there, and a name we just didn't bring up, well, I said her name and didn't talk about her as a possibility, is Brie Bella, is Brie Mode. She comes out for this. They were probably setting up Nikki and Brie versus Raquel and Liv, I'd imagine. That's probably like the plan, the seeds being planted there. But yeah, we'll take Nikki there. Stephanie Vaquer for the heel. I like that as well. Our next match here, kind of a doozy to read off. It is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. We have Raquel and Roxanne as the champions versus Alexa and Charlotte versus Sol Ruka and Zarya versus the Kabuki Warriors. Heel, I'll let you get started here first. How do you feel about this match?
It'll probably be a fun match. I think that I don't see the Judgment Day losing the belts right after this new team of Roxanne and Raquel were formed. I think there's more to do there, unless there's all these rumors that Liv is like close to coming back. I, I, I don't know if that's true, or that her rehab was going to be a lot shorter than people expected. I'm not sure if that's true, but if it is, maybe that's something going forward. But if not, then I think that Raquel and Roxanne probably just keep the belts here as they continue whatever Judgment Day story they're telling. It's finally getting a little more interesting as of late. Now that they all have championships, I think that's probably going to continue.
That would be some Super Cena healing serum if she was back already. That'd be something tremendous.
I've heard different things. I don't know what's true and what's not, but it did seem like it wasn't going to be like the 6 months that everyone initially was saying, but we'll see.
Frank, what do you got in this tag team match?
So I'm actually going to swerve a little bit. I am going to take Charlotte and Alexa. I think there's too much talent there. In a match where I mean, there's plenty of talent in this match. Like now I'm just thinking it over. I'm like, the Kabuki Warriors are obviously, they're former tag team champions. Asuka's obviously very decorated. And then Raquel and Roxanne, they are part of the Judgment Day. Like they have the titles already. But I'll tell you one thing I want to see, and I want to see everyone in the match eat a soul snatcher. I think that this is going to be a great chance to showcase Sol Ruka. I've seen highlights. Like I'm really excited to see her in the ring. She got, like I said, great talent to work with in this match. So I want to see 7 soul snatchers, no less.
Including her teammate.
6 soul snatchers. You're right. 6, it would not make any sense to get her teammate there. But hey, maybe she misses and she grabs her teammate and then she gets the right
Matches
one.
her soul.
Exactly.
This is back to back. I hate to do this on back to back picks, but I'm agreeing with Frank again here. I'm going to take Charlotte and Alexa. I think that's one of the more prominent stories. It's really the only 2 stories is the Judgment Day and this Charlotte and Alexa, in my opinion, storyline that's going on right now. It's interesting to me. This is something that I wasn't sure if it was going to work when it first started off, of like how they're telling this story, how like Alexa's kind of outsmarting Charlotte. Now they're kind of forced to partner together and it's working. I think it's interesting. I like both of the competitors there, and I'm going to take them as well. Our next match here for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, we have Becky Lynch, the champion, taking on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Frank, you're going to go first here. Who do you have winning this match and why?
This is the one with the most backstory and also the match that I'm least interested in on this card. It just feels like so small. Like nothing like this should be a big deal. It's Bailey and Becky in a match, and then Lyra's obviously been great. I don't know. It just feels so small to me. It feels like they just really didn't deliver on the points that they were trying to hit. And because of that, I think they keep the belt on Becky.
Do you think it's small because it's the Intercontinental Championship? They don't really take
No,
it
I
seriously?
don't think the belt has anything to do with it. I just think that they missed on the build. Like, I think they had a lot of momentum when it was just Becky and
Lyra.
Lyra, thank you. And then when they added Bailey to the mix, and then they had Lyra like cost her the match, and then they had them like get double uh disqualified or double counted out. I
No, it
forget
was
what
a
it was.
double pin. It
Double
was they
pin.
were their
Thank you.
backs were both on the
Yes.
mat. Yeah.
Thank you. When they had the double pin, I was like, like I get it. Like they're both going to be in the match, and they had to make the disdain for one another like be there. But I don't know. It's just it's not hitting for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you say that. I mean, I feel like if it weren't for the name value of Rhea Ripley, I feel like this match could probably main event the show. I mean, as far as the build to it, I mean, it's been a few months now, especially with Bailey and with actually really with a bit with all of them because Bailey was involved with WrestleMania. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they've done a decent job. I feel like the previous two matches between Becky and Lyra were both pretty good. I had my issues with them, don't get me wrong, but you're just kind of adding Bailey to the mix now. I feel like it's going to be a really good match, and I do expect Becky to retain. I think they're probably going to keep the championship on her and continue to probably flesh out this story. I feel like it's not going to be done with the three of them.
I don't have a great read either. I can definitely see Becky winning. I'm going to take Bailey. I feel like Bailey, I just think she needs something here. If she loses, what does she go and do? I mean, you can probably say that about the same, but I don't know. I just feel like this is an opportunity to get Bailey the belt and kind of just add more prestige to this championship. So I'll take Bailey with not a whole lot of reason. Next up here, it's kind of surprising. We do have the NXT Women's Championship being defended. We don't have the United States Championship being defended. The one of the two new belts, Julia.
Why?
I have
She
no
just won
idea.
it.
Julia just got it, and then they're not letting her defend it on the. It's so that's a puzzling decision.
But you know what though? This kind of goes back to they instituted these two new mid card women's belts, and they haven't been treated equally. I mean, the Intercontinental first it was Chelsea was carrying the weight, and then after Chelsea lost, then the Intercontinental has been carrying the weight ever since, and it never feels like either of them are getting equal footing in terms of the match quality, the defenses.
Yeah.
Why it bothers me though is because Julia is like when you draw these titles up, you go, okay, Julia's gonna hold this, look impressive for a few months, and then move on to the main title, right? Just like we do with the mid card championships for the guys, right? So like she's the perfect person holding this belt. Why is she not on this card? It doesn't make any sense.
This almost feels like intentional or deliberate. Like how in the women's paper, this new belt you introduced almost a year ago now, I don't see how you leave her off. And like you said, Frank, this is a rising star. They're very high on Julia. She just won the belt. I get you don't really want 7 matches on the card. That's not really how Triple H does it anymore, but it's really hard to believe they couldn't find a spot for her on this card.
I think my problem is it's like yes, that's you're right. That's not the way Triple H does things. But this is such a specific pay-per-view, and we should give the chance for all these women to get their due. You know what I mean? Like it's for them. Like they don't get as many matches as the men still, even to this day. And this is a pay-per-view for them. So all the belts that they hold should be. I don't know.
We
I
got
don't
to
know. I
look.
could go on.
We got to do some research because as I'm trying to think back, I don't think that women's U.S. title has been defended on a single PLE all year. I can't. At least I can't remember. I don't think Chelsea defended it on any PLEs other than Saturday night's main event. I think it was all main events. I don't think Zelina did, and I
Well,
obviously Julia hasn't.
she only fought with Michin and then Zelina.
I don't
Zelina
remember.
only fought with Chelsea and Julia.
But this is what I'm saying. Like the Intercontinental Championship has been prominently featured on at least 3 PLEs at this point, including WrestleMania. The U.S. title is just kind of nowhere. I
It
don't
actually
know.
wasn't defended on WrestleMania.
But she was
But
there.
yeah,
She was in a
she
match.
was in a match. You're right.
What did prompt this conversation was the NXT Women's Championship match. It is JC. I think this will be a pretty quick one for the three of us. I don't think
Yeah,
we don't really
I
watch.
don't watch NXT to be honest with you,
Yeah,
but
so
I'm
it's
picking.
cool.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's cool that they're like using this as a platform to kind of put some eyes on the product. I think they're doing this for Jordan Grace, the challenger, but champion JC Jane taking on Jordan Grace. I'm taking Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. From everything that I know about Jordan Grace, this feels like the moment that they want to put a belt on her. So yeah.
All right, clean sweep there. Next up here, we have the WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. This should be kind of interesting, I think. Frank, I'll let you go first. How do you feel about this match?
Yeah, I agree. Should be interesting. Nothing's interesting about the finish though, which is going to be Tiffany Stratton is going to retain unless someone cashes in mid-match Seth Rollins style. Um, this is the easiest match on the card to predict. This is Tiffany Stratton.
I hope we get a cash in. I think it would make this mean something. It would be something interesting. I mean, Tiffany's had this championship for a long time now. Since she cashed in, was that early this year or late last year? I don't even
That
remember at
was
this
like
point.
right in the beginning of the year, like in
Well,
January.
it's been at least 6 months. And it was a good run. I just feel like it's out of gas. It's out of steam. It's out of momentum. I don't really know the point of this match, to be honest with you. I know Frank said off camera earlier that if you feel like you missed the build, don't worry because everybody did. So I truly don't know what the impetus for this match was. Um, yeah, I mean, if there's no cash in, Tiffany's obviously going to win. I just hope something else happens.
I mean, the whole kind of idea is it's Trish Stratus. She's a legend. Just to put her on the card and give her this marquee matchup.
Sure.
It'll be a good win for Tiffany. It will be a good win for her resume that she beat Trish Stratus. Yeah, no, I think we're all kind of in agreement that unless a cash in or something screwy happens here, it kind of has to be Tiffany retaining.
I think my issue with that, with your comment, Mark, is like I don't at this point, like I kind of need her resume to end soon. It's like I think the time to build up her reign is kind of over. She beat Charlotte at Mania. That kind of should have been a jumping off point, and I feel like we haven't really done anything since then. So
I
I don't know.
think the women's roster could use the most like mixing right now.
Shake up.
Like they could really use a draft or a shake up. Yes. Because it just feels very stale. Like you're like, okay, well, who is Tiffany gonna feud with? And okay, Jade and Tiffany, that's new. Once Jade wins the title or Tiffany retains, where do they go next? Can't be Nia Jax. It can't be Naomi. We've done all these matches before. So I think they could really use a shakeup, especially because I feel like there's a little bit more women's talent on Raw right now. And it goes to show the entire women's division is missing Bianca just a little bit. Her presence would have definitely been on this card if she were healthy.
And for our main event, this may be another clean sweep. I'm actually not sure where you guys stand on this, but it is Rhea Ripley taking on the champion Io Sky. I'm taking Rhea. I think we talked about this at length around WrestleMania season, and we were kind of in that triple threat match with Bianca, Io, and Rhea. We all kind of gave our takes, and my big critique about the whole situation was Io wins, and then what? If Io retains that belt, that's a cool moment, but then what? And she has done nothing since WrestleMania. And again, not her fault, 100%. It's the booking. We all know that going in. She is phenomenal in the ring, but I think this is like the most obvious. Just put it back on Rhea. Let's reset this and figure out what to do next because they did nothing with Io Sky as champion.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of moves to the problem that I was just talking about, right? If Rhea then gets it, right? And it's the same thing. Io retains, who does she fight? There's no one at her level unless Becky. That's the only thing I can think. I don't think they've done that before, and I'd like to see that, right? If Rhea wins, who does she fight? They've done everything. You know what I mean? Like they've done everything, and honestly, I wish Naomi would cash in on this match. I think it would be really, really interesting and fun. You know what I mean? Because I think
Sure, sure. Yes, I we cannot put it back on Rhea. I'm sorry. I'm out on that. I'm out on that. I have Io winning this match. I can't. We cannot do Rhea again. I understand what you're saying. Everything you said was correct. They did a horrific job with Io. I think is this her first title defense? I don't even
I
remember.
just Googled it because I thought it was. I didn't want to say if I was wrong. This will be her first title defense since WrestleMania.
I mean, it's a joke. It's absolutely a joke. That being said, it's like you said, that's on them. Like they need to do better. Like she should be featured on every show.
It's
She's one of
over.
the most. She's But Mark, what are they going to do with Rhea? See, the thing with Io is she can lose. You could have her lose to whoever else. Insert any other person. Why is it Rhea?
Rhea's
Why?
Rhea's the golden goose. This is Evolution 2. This ends with Rhea holding the belt up.
Just do it in Australia, though. They're literally going to Australia later this year. Just do it there.
She'll retain it there.
No, she'll lose it there.
But
She'll lose.
that's what I mean. If once you give her the belt back, she has it until WrestleMania. That's it.
Not necessarily. I don't think we're there with Rhea because Rhea lost to Io on TV on Raw. Like so, I don't.
I know, but we all thought there was something brewing there, and nothing ended up brewing there. So I guess in a way you're right, but let's like
So I mean, I think Rhea is the top girl. I think she is the top woman on the roster. But at the same time, I don't think she's like Cody or Roman. Like I think she can lose.
she has to lose to a brand name, and not only that. What are you saying about Io that she went into WrestleMania and beat Rhea and Bianca, and in her first defense afterwards loses 4 months later?
I
What is
don't
that?
I don't think Io is viewed in the same light as these other girls we're talking about
But why did they do this then? Why did they do this?
for a great WrestleMania match.
Sure, but it is whatever way they go here. I'm gonna be disappointed. Let's just put it that way.
All right, I'm gonna take Rhea. The heel is gonna take Io Sky. Frank, who do you have here?
You both make really good points. Like I'm not even like I'm listening to both of you speak, and Heel's right. How how can we have Io lose in her first title defense since beating Rhea and Bianca? And then Mark's right. They've done nothing with her, and I have no confidence that they want to do anything with her because it wouldn't be this match if they wanted to do something with her. You're both absolutely correct. I think I'm gonna go with Io because I agree. I agree. You cannot have her lose. I'll tell you what. I do not think that she's in the Bianca Rhea category, right? Like that's the tip of the iceberg. That's the top. I don't think she's in that category. That being said, she just beat the both of them. She just beat the both of them in the same match. You can't have her lose this title.
To me, it's less about Io and more. We can't go back to Rhea. We need a break.
Listen,
We need a break.
look, after breaking down this entire weekend, and we did a Saturday night's main event preview, obviously, so you guys should go and check that out after you're done watching this one. We're going in reverse. Like we're literally everything that we think is going to happen is just getting us the championships that we had at WrestleMania. Like Rhea, if she wins, right? Cody,
We're almost going back 2 years.
Gunther. We're literally going. Yeah, you're right. We're going
Eventually,
back to WrestleMania
Seth's gonna
40.
get it back.
We're going back to WrestleMania. Yes, we're going back to WrestleMania 40.
And I don't see that trend ending here. I'm
It's
with you.
it's it's not good. It's not
Actually,
good.
technically, Io had the title at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Listen,
Gunther
I'm
had it
actually
going
very
in.
surprised. I get the logic, but I'm very. I thought that this was going to be a clean sweep. We're all going to say Rhea's definitely going to win this
can't
match.
do it. Absolutely cannot. Do
Hey,
it.
look,
I would be. It would really put me off of really
It'd be-
anything to do with that division if they do this. If they put it back on Rhea.
I think it's pretty 50-50 right now. And also, Io has a thing where Rhea's never beaten her, too. And I think that's a big narrative here.
That's
Rhea-
going to change on.
Rhea's never beaten Io. Look, this would be the place to do it, I guess. But I don't know, man. I almost hope Io retains because I think there's a little bit more that they can do with that, like just ever so slightly more, at least right now.
Anything.
I'm sick and
Anything.
tired. I'm sick and tired of seeing Rhea with that belt and just being angry and having the belt. Let her be angry without the belt. At least it makes a little bit more sense.
Just send Io to SummerSlam. Give her a SummerSlam. She can lose at SummerSlam, but have a match there.
Naomi, if you're listening, cash in on this match, okay? Because this is the one that I want to see no one win, not the other one. I'm fine with Tiffany Jade at SummerSlam, and then they can hand the title off to Jade. This is a lose-lose.
I get the Rhea kind of like disdain. It seems like everyone kind of turned on her. I understand it. Like everyone's saying it. It just didn't hit me. Like I'm cool with her. Like I like her a lot. I think she's super cool. I'm happy when she wins. Like I understand like the Rhea Hogan. Like everyone's like enough of this because I felt that way with Charlotte for years, and I see the comparisons. But I don't know. I'm into it.
Liv should have went over at that
Which time?
match on the
Which time?
first every time.
Yeah.
Not every time, but But when she was already the champion, she should have just held it into WrestleMania. They could have done it. Liv was undoubtedly the MVP of the women's division for a year and a half. And to see her just get unceremoniously taking the title off, and I know it wasn't a random Raw, it was the first Raw on Netflix, that killed me. And that's the kind of stuff that Rhea Hogan brings to the table, you know?
That was
This is obviously not my idea. I don't know how deep this has been floating around, but I've heard a lot of people suggest that once Liv comes back, her and Rhea should team up together. And I like that idea. That's something new. That's something different. Go after the Judgment Day. Like, give Rhea something. Find something else for her to do that's not just carry that title around. It's almost the same issue as Gunther. They don't know what the heck to do with her if she's not carrying around the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out. And don't just do it because you don't know what the heck to do with the girl that you let win at WrestleMania. That's not fair. That's not the way it should go. I'm sorry. That's it.
That's a fair comparison to Gunther for sure. To recap our matches here, Jade versus Naomi, we all took Jade to win. The Battle Royal, Frank and I took Nikki Bella while the heel took Stephanie Vaquer. For this big tag team match, the heel went with the Judgment Day. Frank and I went with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. For Becky versus Bayley versus Lyra, Frank and the heel had Becky Lynch retaining. I took Bayley to win the title. Clean sweep for Jordan Grace. We all have her winning the NXT Women's Championship. We all have Tiffany Stratton beating Trish Stratus. And then we have a little bit of a split here with Frank and heel taking Io Sky while I'm taking Rhea Ripley to win the Women's Championship. All right, boys, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.